Hello everyone, FNAF TV here, and welcome back to the Making of series. Once again, I think this is already a pretty soon update from this series since we just did Nightmare Fredbear. This is episode 8, and we'll finally be making a new Withered animatronic plush, starting with Withered Foxy. I'm gonna do him first because I only have an extra Foxy plush. I don't have an extra Bonnie, or Chica, or a Golden Freddy, which is shocking, I know. He's so easy to find these days, Golden Freddy that is. So yeah, we're going to be doing Withered Foxy first because he's the only one that I have available to do. So yeah, we're just going to get right into this. For once, we're not going to be using paint, just scissors, gray and white fabric, the black marker, pipe cleaners, and of course hot glue, because what isn't one of these custom plushes without hot glue? First off, right off the bat, one of the many things that you can see that I've done is that I have cut off his eyebrows, although they look really weird. I tried to cut them down as best as I could, and they look really weird looking. So once we fully complete them, afterwards, after the video is published, I'm probably gonna figure out how to like not show them at all, so he doesn't look weird looking and all that. So yeah. So besides that, we're gonna get the hardest part out of the way first, and that's gonna be the metallic ear. And this is a first for me. But for a lot of people, I've seen they use cardboard and they wrap it in fabric, gray fabric for the ear. So for once, I'm going to be using cardboard. I want to branch out my custom making ideas instead of just using, oh, I'll use fabric for this, or I'll paint this and all that. So originally, I was gonna paint this ear gray, but that kind of seemed cheap. So yeah, I'm going to be using cardboard for the first time in ever. So yeah, I hope it works out well. And bam! There we go. Honestly, I am so proud of this. This was first try, and I did it really well. All I did was, well, yes, I did cut the other ear off, and then I wrapped cardboard. Well, I tried to make it like the same size as the other ear. And I wrapped cardboard around some fabric, and I put the little endoskeleton details on it, and it looks so cool! So yeah, this was first attempt, and I think I did pretty well. I just hot glued it on where the original ear went. So yeah, it doesn't really allow for it to flop a lot. So yeah, but other than that, I still think it's pretty cool, and I really like it a lot. Now, the rest of the plush is just fairly easy, so yeah. And so the next thing that we're going to do is also, yes, there is red fabric over there because I forgot to include that in the steps. That's going to be for his eyelids, and that's probably about it. So yeah, next up is just the simple withering, and then, well, when I said the ear was going to be the hardest thing to get out of the way first, I actually lied because I want to do, like, his pants or whatever these are, and I'm actually going to try to do the hook this time, unlike Grim Foxy. So, yeah, still some complicated things to do, but they shouldn't be that hard. So, we're going to start on the withering, then I'll probably do the eyelids. Also, with the withering, I'm going to include, like, a few wires that come out of like the ear area and probably out of his arms. And there we go. That was rather simple. It was just simple withering. I tend to go overboard when it comes to withering because I have too much fun with it. But I tried to keep it as, well, as accurate as the picture is. Of course, there's some on his arms. He has the withering around his entire stomach area, so that wraps around completely. I only put 2 wires on him because I also tend to put wires on stuff, so he only has one coming out of his arm and one coming out of his ear, which is also, there's withering to make it look like, I don't know, it's coming out of his head, the metallic ear, that is. So next up, we're gonna work on the eyelids. Well, eyelids, singular. So I'm just gonna put a red fabric, like, half circle over this eye, and so then he won't look as derpy looking. And there's our singular eyelid, and now, next up, I'm thinking that we should do the metallic feet. If I did have an extra Nightmare Foxy, I would do what everyone else probably does, and rip off or cut off the Nightmare Foxy metallic feet and put them on this Withered Foxy custom. But unfortunately, I don't have a Nightmare Foxy custom, so instead, we're just going to be using gray fabric for the feet, similar for what I do with the FNAF 1 Foxy custom plush. And there we go. What? I don't know what I just said. Okay, anyway. And there we go. We have the metallic feet, and also I added the metallic hands. This one is going to have the hook on it. So yeah, it was fairly simple, just adding gray fabric circles on them. And if you notice any parts that are colored in black, it's just because so I could cover up any awkward parts from the original plush that I may have missed whenever I hot glued these on. There's parts right there, there's some parts right there. It's just, you know, so it can look a lot more natural, and you can't see the original red colors underneath the gray fabric. So yeah, we're about like 75% done. We're going to put the hook on. I'm going to use cardboard for that again. And then we'll do the pants, and I think we'll be done. And there's our hook, and I think it looks pretty cool. It's kind of in a hook shape, I guess you could say. I think it's a decent length, and I'm really proud of it. This was also first try, so I'm really starting to get good at this whole cardboard stuff. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So yeah, thing is with this character in particular, I've tried to make this character into a custom twice, and I have failed terribly. So yeah, I've gone through 2 Foxy plushes, and even though I probably could have saved them for something, but I threw them away, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, this guy's working out really well. I really like the hook. Yeah, this was cardboard and all that, so it was the ear. I don't know why I'm reminding you guys of this. You've been watching the video. Okay, so next up, we're gonna do the pants. There are 3 different ways you could do this. You could get brown fabric and kind of wrap it around his leg and then hot glue it on there. I could paint it brown, but then it wouldn't be as soft, or using a marker, I could color it brown. And I'm going to be using the marker thing because it's quick and simple. I would use the fabric thing because I do have brown fabric, but I'm not sure how I would. I'm not really good at shapes and how to like fully wrap it around and everything. Or this is just me being lazy. I don't know, shut up. And there we go. We added Foxy's pants or whatever you call them. I don't really know what you call them. Shorts, pants, whatever. So we added that. And originally I was going to end this here, but I was thinking that we could add more teeth on the Foxy, so I'm just going to add more teeth on him. And now Withered Foxy has been fully completed after all these years of me somehow messing him up. Somehow, I don't know. So I've added the full row of teeth around his entire snout. I think it looks pretty good. I also glued down his gold tooth and the actual white tooth itself. So yeah, he looks really good. I'm gonna do something about these missing eyebrows eventually. I don't know if I'm gonna cover them up with something or if I'm gonna leave them there. But other than that, he looks fine. So yeah. And now our good friend Withered Freddy here finally has another friend with Withered Foxy. I'm gonna get around to doing Withered Bonnie and Chica someday, because you know it's pretty easy to find Bonnie and Chica plushes. Unlike Withered Golden Freddy, I don't know what I'm really gonna do for him. I'm probably just gonna like make him out of a regular Freddy plush. That seems like the easiest thing to do, just like color him yellow. So yeah, I'll get around to doing the other Withereds, but as of now, this is probably going to be the last making of video for a while, because I'm kind of out of plushes to make for customs. I mean, I still have some, but they're not really can be made for characters that exist in the FNAF series itself. So I'm probably going to save them for something special. So yeah, Withered Foxy, finally got around to making him after all this time. I messed him up twice somehow, even though he's not that hard. So yeah, yeah, you can throw up the whole, you know, custom character update thing now.